So we are standing on the grass field of Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is where 70,000 people come and bring the stadium to life.
Lincoln Financial Field is rocking.
They're hungry for football. I have no doubt they will provide a 12 men on the field.
3, 2, 1. Let's make your move.
Passion. You will not find more passionate fans in any other stadium.
They're true to Philly. They're true to the Eagles. It's a wild scene, and it'll definitely be a wild scene on Sunday Night Football.
Eagles, Dallas, you can feel it in your bones. Sunday Night Football, and this place is rocking, ready for the excitement.
So we're at Lincoln Financial Field today, day before the big football game tomorrow night against Dallas Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. So today we're putting all of our finishing touches.
We come in, we'll mow the field, and then we start with painting lines, numbers, hashes. We'll repaint the logos one more time.
Everything is like down to the inch, right? So these are 8-inch blocks that we put along the sidelines. So that way when that player's cleat hits the sideline, the referee can see if he's in or out.
Watch the feet here. Did he get them both down? One toe and a second. That's a catch.
So the grass that we have here, it's Bermuda grass. It's a much better playing surface for the players. You can mow it shorter. We actually mow this field at 11/16 of an inch. Then it all comes down to player safety. Behind me, tomorrow night, we're gonna have over $400 million worth of athletes on this field. So what we're doing right now, we're testing our field. We test for hardness. We also do a moisture reading. So any areas that we may have that are harder than others, we will remediate those before the game tomorrow night. Right now, we're about 36 hours outside of kickoff. So we'll put the last finishing touches on today. Tomorrow we'll come in, we'll check the field out, we'll walk it, make sure everything's in tip-top shape.
I'm Patrick Dolan. I'm the Vice President of Football Technology for the Eagles. This is my 35th year within the football industry.
At the game tomorrow night, we'll have a camera in each end zone and then one on the sideline. And I'll have 2 computers set up to edit the game. So, you know, our coaches, when they're watching the game, they get to play from the sideline and then the end zone. And then as soon as the game is over, I will be then posting this video to NFL Films, who will then turn it around and send it to all 30 teams that were not involved in the game last night, so they can start their game planning process for the next game. In the 70s and early 80s, every team was loaded with 16mm film projectors. Everything's evolved from film to Betacam to digital platform. All the players have the iPads and all of our coaches have our computers. So this is the coach's booth, and what's sort of interesting about what goes on in here prior to kickoff is our still shot operator, Tom Rossi, he'll basically tell the computer at different stages in a play when we want to take pictures so that the coaches and players can make adjustments during the game from the images that go to the tablets. It starts out as one image. You can zoom in, you can draw. If you make notes here, they can see them down on the field. So the coaches up in the box can collaborate with the players down the field.
What's going on? How you doing? And then my guys are gonna bring ball bags on, then throw it on the truck, and then we'll head over to the stadium, all right?
So on a Saturday, specifically for the Dallas game, we go to the stadium and then we start unpacking the player bags, just doing the final touches to make sure all the players and coaches' lockers are ready to rock and roll for the game. Ed, I need you to show them how you put the jersey on. All our pads are custom made for the players. We do everything custom. We tighten up the arches, you know, the epaulets. We do different stuff pertaining to the player. Take you right to Jalen Hurts' locker. This is how we lay out all the player lockers. We got their towel wraps, got helmets on this side, shoulder pads with jerseys, their game day loops, their t-shirts, their any undergarment stuff, their hyper warm stuff, their cleats, their 7 studs, their knees and thighs, and in Jalen's helmet, he's got the coach the player system in here. There'll be a module that will connect there tomorrow. So this is Coach Sirianni's office. He's got his favorite pants that he likes to wear, his t-shirt, sweatpants. Type of warm-up. He does not like to be cold. He's got his heavy duty. You gotta have this one for him. He's a visor guy, you know. He loves his visors. So this is our equipment room, the back entrance. This is where we plug in coach player batteries. You can work on any helmets. This is our storage area. This is all our game day, you know, trunks, field stuff. We got extra game day pants. We got coaches' trunks. This is all socks from here all the way down through here. In case they didn't pack an extra pair of cleats in their bag in the locker, we come right to this trunk.
We're backed up just in case something were to happen during a game. Like, for instance, Smitty's cleats blew out during the Jacksonville game, and we have an extra pair.
Hey, I need more cleats. My cleats real. Appreciate you. I'm ready.
You know, there's a lot of work and detail that goes into it, because our goal is to make sure the players don't miss a snap.
My name is Stephanie Coppola. I am the Associate Performance Nutrition Coordinator. What I do for the team would be making sure that the guys are properly fueled and hydrated. So that means going through the entire game without any cramps, and they're not getting tired by fourth quarter. So the 24 hours before kickoff, we'll do breakfast with the guys, we'll do lunch with the guys, late night snack, and dinner.
All right, so now we're at dinner, the dinner service. So let's head on back. You guys can see the plated process. Also have an 8-ounce filet mignon with a demi-glace and roasted cremini mushrooms. The garnishes that she's gonna be using for the filet mignon are herbs that were picked back in our garden.
We have the Devour the Competition. Each week we try to do a regional specialty. So this week we're playing Cowboys. So we have Cowboy steaks and then seasoned chopped salad. Then we also focus a lot on hydration. During training camp, we have someone come in and do sweat testing on every single player. And so we're able to know exactly how much to the teaspoon of salt they lose per hour. We always will have the chicken noodle soup because that helps with the electrolyte content in the broth, but then as well as the noodles. Even on the sideline, we'll have chicken broth and vegetable broth. So we're focusing on carbs tonight specifically for the game tomorrow because carbohydrates are the body's main fuel system. It's your brain's main fuel system, so that when they step onto that field, you are at peak performance.
It's noon, so we're 8 hours before kickoff. This is the only time I'm out here, so it's the only time I get to see all of it. And then I'm upstairs all day. In 3, 2, 1, roll it.
So on a game day, I sit in the control room. I talk to 30-ish people on headset at a time, and then from there, they're all communicating out.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, first one, 2.
Number 2, big play, Slay!
Take 4.
Next.
Just feeling the pressure, knowing that we have to hit everything on time, on a right mark, and execute it perfectly just really makes my heart soar.
Sweating.
And that could be anywhere from team introductions.
Go! Go, go!
Or if we're at a really key point in the game and we feel like we can impact the energy in some way. Well, the biggest part of our game day is really just trying to provide that 12th person on the field atmosphere for those players out there and help the crowd really enjoy their day. So for a Sunday night football game, we typically arrive around noon. As the crew continues to arrive, it just starts to get the excitement going from there.
This is our technical director, Mike. He just got here, so he's responsible for literally anything that goes out to the board. So our director will call for it, but that means nothing unless Mike actually hits it.
You know, when we hit a touchdown and you hear those fans going nuts, it's the game, but we're showing them what they want to see. And, you know, we can show the opposing coach and we can make them all very angry, or we can show, you know, the players what they want to see.
So this is where the irrigation heads are. So I'm filling them in.
So right now we're about 8 hours to kick off, and we come in, we just make sure everything, you know, dot the I's, cross the T's. We have to finish up some of our NFL Shield logos, make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary. And then we'll set up the field for our pylons, goalpost pads, and just do a final check and wait for kickoff.
So game day right now, just double checking, making sure all the guys got everything that they need. Right now we had some cleats that got custom painted up, so just got them this morning. AJ right here. AJ wanted these freshly painted white with the green swoosh. Zebra over there activating all the GPS sensors. You want to introduce your staff?
So I have this wand here that's gonna scan that tag, and I confirm that the tag's on by checking the green lights for that player.
So we know exactly where they are within 12 inches at all times, how fast they're moving, their accelerations, their decelerations. There's some advanced analytics that Amazon and the Next Gen Stats team that derive and pass those on to the broadcast team and to the websites for fan experience.
That should be a beautiful night.
Come the morning of, I actually get to the stadium 5 hours prior to the game and get everything set up in the locker room before they arrive. Guys love Uncrustables as well as bananas. So just making sure that they're getting some kind of carbohydrate in, so that's where we kind of have to be a little bit creative, whether it's gonna be chews or gels or a drink. We'll do beet shots with the guys, so it's going to open up those blood vessels. Pickle shots, we'll use this for cramping. Fletch, he likes honey before a game, so I'll just put 2 packets in here. Simple carbohydrate. It is 3:35 right now, so we're about 5 hours out.
So we could get on and start to move once we get the cheerleaders. Yes. Cheer is going to be on this cart. Security guards will be on the carts waiting. So I actually grew up right across the street over here, and you can hear the crowd from my childhood home. So it's certainly something else to be here now. When I was there out in the parking lot, wishing I could get in. We're trying to sneak in.
We do have a lot of VIP guests that like to come to Eagles games, and this game specifically will be a big one. We know that every time we play Dallas. We have, as a surprise to our fans, Meek Mill coming pregame to perform.
We'll move the entertainment in, we'll get everybody set up for sound check.
So the surprise, it's definitely happening. Meek Mill's gonna come lead us off into kickoff, which is awesome.
Hey.
How everybody doing, y'all?
Dreams and Nightmares was the Super Bowl anthem of 2018, so it gets our crowd really fired up, which is awesome because this is a big game. Dallas trying to stay undefeated.
Yeah. And then right when the beat drops, like, we'll have you on camera.
1, 2. Sound low in the headphones. Whoa. Y'all want to do a run-through down there?
Yeah, we want to do the whole thing. So your camera ops are going to follow you out too. Everyone's going to follow, so we'll be good.
All right, thank you, man.
There's a lot that we're still working on behind the scenes to make sure that the fans are getting the full production experience on game day.
So Jess is going to be in the tunnel to cue him to go out?
Yep.
So like, when do we want him to come like out of the tunnel and like pull the curtains?
You know, when the beat go high, I want to be out there like, hold on, wait a minute.
Okay, they would like him to start walking to his position when the music drops.
That's fine.
Okay, Jess is fine.
These them judges, you can't really believe that's happening until you go back. I gotta go back and watch it.
That went well. Yes.
That was really great.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they said that last one worked out great.
Nothing but energy. More and more energy, breaking the meter. Yeah, bless the field, and then let the team go crazy. Knock down the Cowboys once again.
So this is sound check for country music star Jimmie Allen. He'll be doing a special crucial catch performance at halftime. He's a huge, huge Eagles fan.
Be able to come here and play the halftime show the Eagles means a lot. I still rep the Eagles everywhere I go.
That's right.
Non-stop.
We'd love to see it. Go
yes.
Birds.
Go Birds.
On Sunday afternoon, the crew will begin taking all of our equipment to the different camera locations.
Yeah, about 3 hours before kickoff, myself and the other team's video crew, we get up here, set the cameras up. We want to test everything, you want to make sure everything's running smooth.
Kevin Doherty, our Director of Video Operations, does a fantastic job of shooting the all-22, the sideline footage. We're the only football operations department that works side by side with our opponent on game day.
We've known their guys for years. Sammy, how many years have you known? 15.
While we're opponents on the field, we're peers and we're pros side by side.
When the kicker gets ready, kicks the ball, he puts the ball down on the ground. Our shooter hits the cue for walk the wall, lights the whole sky up. That's when the game gets started. I'm Skip McClellan, work for Image Engineering. All right, now to the roof. I'm scared. For tonight, there's 72 plays, 24 positions. This here is the controller. We have our 2 wires. One goes this way, one goes to the wayside, and I can just simply run through on which ones I have. Each one of these have a number reference. So if there's a touchdown, field goal, national anthem, it tells what pin to fire. Whenever they win, we hit the win shot. Controller is disconnected, continuity is finished. Then we're ready for game day.
I'm Don Smolinski, president of the Philadelphia Eagles.
So it is just before 5, and I'm going to make my entry into the stadium.
For 20 plus years, I've walked around the stadium on game day to connect with the staff.
Hello, how are you?
I try to touch base with as many people in as many departments as I can.
Hi guys, how are you? Hello, 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 how are you?
Sometimes it's just a fist bump,
How you doing, guys?
and sometimes it's an actual conversation.
All good, buddy?
All right, buddy. I'll check in with you later, right? Good luck.
Hello. Good, buddy. How are you?
You ready?
Yeah, you. How you doing, buddy? So this is Kevin Sorley. Kevin's director of ticketing.
How many tickets were sold for tonight's game? All of them.
Wait, what's he doing with the trophy in his office? Well, you have like the trophy in here.
It takes, 4,000 plus people to bring the building to life.
This is the owner's elevator. So this takes us up to his lounge and then right across into his suite.
I share my confidence in the abilities of hosting 70,000 people with them, and they share their confidence with me. And that just gives me the reassurance that, we're ready to go.
I test player system and make sure all the communication system works for the offensive and defensive guys that are mic'd up for the game.
So he's dekeying right now, midfield. Rekeyed it up. So we do the offensive check right now. I did all 5 offensive helmets, and now we'll do defense, middle of the field, and back. So right in here is the offensive module, battery, speakers. It's an intermod connector, and then connects to the headset.
We make sure that we don't have any RF interference or any RF problems anywhere in any of the sectors of the field.
Tailgating, Philadelphia sports is part of the culture here. I actually met my husband tailgating in the K-Lot. What we do as an organization is meet our fans out in the lots, and we do that through putting out tailgate pods. They're essentially golf carts, and we have 2 custom large Eagles helmet carts that we send out swoop our cheerleaders, our drum line, to go out on these carts into the lots. Typically, I like to go out into the lots. It's one of my favorite parts of game day. And we're just getting excited with the fans. We're not just talking about friends tailgating with friends. This is generational. Grandparents and their children and their great-grandchildren all tailgating together with food that they've cooked at home, and they've been doing it for years and years.
We've had this bus since 2017. I got 6 of my buddies here. We all grew up together, all went to high school together. Every Sunday, no matter what, we got no excuses. All our friends here, we got some of our dads here, we got some of our friends' kids here.
It's very humbling and gratifying to be out in the parking lots with the fans, taking in the tailgating experience. They carry that energy, that passion into Lincoln Financial Field and the community that they may sit with in their seating section.
I think one of the best things about game day at Lincoln Financial Field and out in the parking lots is how everyone is coming together. And it's the Eagles that are really the thing that bond them. And they really feel like if the team wins, they win. The fans really love it, and we really love it as well.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, here at Lincoln Financial Field, the 5-0 Eagles can make this a perfect weekend if they can bring the 4-1 Dallas Cowboys down to earth.
Football doesn't get any better than this, Mr. Reese. This is the type of night that players dream about. You know, it's not only an opportunity to go up one in the division, but you're playing the Dallas Cowboys. You got to get pumped for that.
Merrill Reese and Mike Quick ready for the excitement.
Well, my pregame routine is just to kind of focus on the field, gauge the kicks as far as see what their makeable distance is, and try to keep the nerves down until I get cued and go on and just have fun for the next 3.5 hours.
Somebody got to pay. I'm gonna pay. He's gonna see 1, 2, 3.
Go, baby. Sunday Night Football is what you dream of, baby. Sunday night. We here. Sir. Let's go, baby.
Field looks good. Field looks good. There's a lot of guys coming out, sitting around the hotel room all day long. So I think they're ready. So we're excited here. We're watching pregame warm-up. So I think we're all set.
We're keeping an eye on everybody from when the game starts until halftime, until and after, as the game is coming to a conclusion, the 2-minute mark, prepping them with giving them whatever they need.
Half an Uncrustable at halftime, 2 slices of oranges, and 2 of the Gatorade Chewies. Pickle juice pregame. Not a full one though.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Where?
Right there.
Fresh Prince, baby. Yeah. And as expected, it's a star-studded night. You know, coming in, you see so many guys. Big Embiid, you can't miss him. Shady McCoy.
Going down that night, Meek Mill, dreams and nightmares, Eagles in the building, let's go Birds. So, you know, I'm coming back to replay it, rerun it live in person against the Cowboys, our arch enemies.
Tonight it don't take nothing but you being yourself. Eagles gonna see 1, 2, 3.
Hey, have a game now, kids. The first Dallas matchup, let's go.
62 years they've been playing this rivalry, about as good an early season matchup as they've ever given us. The Cowboys, the Eagles, next on Sunday Night Football.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Welcome.
Right around 20 minutes to kickoff is when things get pretty intense. The drum line come out.
Leader intro video is next.
The cheerleaders start to perform. And that's probably like when you feel everyone just like locked in tension-wise.
You should have visitors leaving the locker room now.
And welcome the visitors.
Now entering the field, the Dallas Cowboys.
You can feel the energy in the building continue to rise, and then it really just peaks off when we start with our team introduction.
3, 2, 1, hit your tunnel. Here they come. Welcome, Gary.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia
Everyone just goes absolutely nuts when they see them walk out of that tunnel. You kind of start noticing like my excitement starts to level up. Everyone's locked in.
Next.
24.
Next. Next.
Number 55,
Fletcher Cox is typically one of the ones that gets the loudest reaction. Lose your music, lose your music, lose your music, lose your music.
Okay, guys, stand by on my cue.
Start your intro.
Here comes the intro for the fight song.
We have someone lead us off with the fight song to start off the game.
Here to join us in the fight song, Philly's own Dr. Jill Biden.
It's a really cool, unique thing hearing all of our fans scream it together. Anthem's next.
Oh, say, can you see?
Everybody all week long, they've talked about this game, and now it's finally here.
My favorite part is that final 2 minutes before kickoff. The anthem is finishing up. You really get a chance to look around and realize that all these people are here and cheering for the same thing.
Okay, Jessica, let me know when you're in position. Everybody.
Watching the entire organization come together to bring the building to life for our fans is one of the most gratifying moments of me each and every week.
So here we go. Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, football doesn't get any better than this, Mr. Reese.
Okay, Jessica, we are in the coin toss. Let's open that curtain on my cue.
All right, ready, Meek? In 3, 2, 1, hit Meek.
Sunday Night Football, and this place is rocking. The green flares, followed by the white flares, go skyward. Ball up to 35. Jake Elliott.
And off we go from South Philly.